Bleach fans, y'all already know 1,000-Year Blood War on the way. We know that the anime is supposed to officially start here in October, and it's just been absolute madness. We had a new trailer for the upcoming 1,000-Year Blood War, official trailer, because the first one was like a pre-render. This one gave us an idea of what the 1,000-Year Blood War Bleach is going to look like, and it looks mighty pretty. Well, now apparently, over the last few days, Viz Media had the opportunity of getting an interview, which is kind of mind-boggling to see that he actually gave one, from the original creator of Bleach, Tite Kubo, and there was a lot that was said. There was a couple of excerpts that I have here. I definitely recommend you probably go check it out, because at the end of the day, it's been so long since Kubo has been really put out there. Like, I want to say this might even be the first time in years upon years that anybody, let alone Viz Media in particular, have posted a major interview from Tite Kubo. Like, he just hasn't been on the scene, especially ever since the end of Bleach. It was kind of like it went quiet for a bit. He came out and said a very, very sad story about his health and how he was kind of looking up to this kid that was suffering. Like, it was a really sad situation. So to see it all come back around and Kubo was back and on top again to a certain degree, I love to see it. And they posted this interview with him, as well as I believe there was interviews from the director or one of the main animators over on the Bleach anime as well. So a lot of people that are heavily involved, and it just shows that they're really putting their best foot forward. That's one of the best things before anything, that they're actually, you know, trying. They're putting people behind it. They got Kubo involved. When you get the original creator involved, that's one of the best things you could do, because that's getting the closest you can to the source material, the person that created it themselves. But for starters, it says here, Bleach director and producer interview. Family is the major theme in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. I think the backstory surrounding Ichigo's mother is especially impactful. That was from the director and producer. And for the most part, I do remember family being a big theme, in particular around Ichigo's character arc. Like, as it continues on throughout it, there's a lot that goes on in 1,000-Year Blood War. Looking back, it was, 200 plus chapters of content, so there was definitely other elements, but that was in terms of Ichigo's discovery as who he is, and honestly coming to, I guess, the full circle of his character scope and his character arc. It was definitely impactful with his family, and honestly some of the things that I really love about Bleach, that it would take things from eons ago. You thought Grand Fisher's involvement, you thought something with Ishin. There was a lot of elements from, early on in the series that kind of came full circle and was connected with his mom in a major way. So very, very excited to see that stuff again. It's been so long. I remember there was a little bit of controversy, now that I think about it, when Kubo drew this topless drawing of Ichigo's mother when she was a bit younger. A lot of people was like, how the hell they pushed this in Shonen Jump? Like, it was straight up bare. I was like, okay, Kubo, we see you, what you're doing here. Wild stuff, but we see you, fam. And then Kubo, one of the excerpts we got from his interview is they asked him, what are you most excited about? And he said, the battle between Yawatch and Yamamoto. From what I've seen so far, the battle scene is going to look amazing. That's something everyone can look forward to, and I'm gonna just be honest with you, that is very interesting and a good, amazing thing to know, right? Because even though we got that trailer, I'm still gonna be skeptical. You never know, they could drop the ball. This is a lot of episodes that they have to go through in order to adapt the entirety of the 1,000-Year Blood War Bleach, so I'm always gonna be skeptical. But the fact that they are somewhat deep into that battle, based on the way Kubo answered it, it's as if he's already seen, whether it be storyboards, whether it be pieces of animation, he's seen something. He's not just speaking on his, original manga, he's speaking from the anime's perspective. And that fight, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't happen for a bit into it. So the fact that they're already there and he's seen some stuff shows that, okay, they're not coming into this one like we've heard Studio Pierrot's nightmare with Black Clover, of how they didn't finalize the freaking final main character designs until like 2 or 3 months until the anime was supposed to air, which I still don't understand how the hell they pulled that off. And I guess that's also why a lot of episodes of Black Clover suffered in art and animation, because how the hell do you do that? But thankfully that's not going to be the case, seemingly at the very least, if Kubo is already seeing some major bits like Yawatch versus Yamamoto being like a big staple, and it's already in the animation production. That's a good thing to note, that okay, it's not going to be bad. At the very least, we know up until that point they probably have a lot of things already set and ready to go, and they're tweaking it as they continue on to eventually the inevitable release of those episodes, which I can't wait. But then we got also some other great news, which unfortunately, if you're not in Japan, and unfortunately if you're not a part of Tite Kubo's Bleach club outside, you won't have access to this. But this is major because it's the anime. Because according to this, it says Bleach's 1,000-Year Blood War anime episodes 1 and 2 pre-screening details. Episode 1 will be held for club outside members only. Kubo and production staff will be present. Episode 2 will be held at stage show by anime voice actors in the cast. And Tite Tite Kubo said, I had decided in my head to end the manga in 15 years, and with so many characters appearing in the last arc, there were many battle scenes that never made it to the manga, so I hope to help insert those scenes back in anime as much as possible. Which kind of adds to what we heard already, that hey, there's going to be some anime original fights to the Bleach series, but hearing it from Kubo was definitely a lot nicer. Basically, yeah, if you're not a part of Kubo's thing, and pretty much if you're not in Japan, because I believe that the way they were saying it is of course a live event, you're not going to have access to it, and also that in a way makes it a good thing, because like, yo, leaks can happen rapidly, and if Kubo and the production team are on site, maybe people won't be able to get through, maybe people trying to sneak their cell phones won't be able to get through, and it'll allow the staff and whatnot to say, okay, this is what they thought of this episode, we could tweak things, because if they don't have the luxury of being able to tweak things, then the episode come September is the episodes, you know, episodes 1 and 2, but if they keep it like, hey, this is just exclusive, also shout outs to Kubo running up the bag, because Club Outside is his whole thing, and the fact that they are allowing him to debut the first 2 episodes in his little realm where he gets the bag, this is great for Kubo. I love seeing these creators prosper and whatnot, and the fact that he's able to launch something like that, like just like what we're doing over here, for example, breaking away from FORNEVERWorld and creating another whole multiverse over here with FORNEVERNEWS. Pretty much he's using the biggest platform that he has, Bleach, to create this Club Outside, and the fact that it's not called Bleach Outside or anything like that allows, so when Burn the Witch comes, boom, he has people on there. When he decides to create his own work, if he decided tomorrow to self-publish and say, I don't need to go through Shueisha, Kodansha, Shogakukan, I have my Club Outside, he just used this whole Bleach episode 1 and 2 thing as a springboard to probably bring in God knows how many people that are going to buy into it. Yeah, he could essentially create his own manga and release it through Club Outside, and then eventually publish books outside of that. Like, there's just so many ways to slice it, and bravo to Kubo. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how he was able to finesse that, how Shueisha was like, yeah, we'll allow you to premiere those episodes on your platform, whether it be maybe they needed a stake in it or whatever it is. Either way, shout outs to Kubo running up the bag, and if you're a part of Club Outside, and I'm assuming in Japan, you'll be able to watch the first 2 episodes, and you never know, maybe they will leak it online or some shit like that. I don't want it to happen, but I'm not necessarily gonna say, oh, I don't want to watch these freaking amazing episodes. No, I'm watching them shits, okay? I'm sorry, I'm watching them ASAP. The second somebody throws me a link like, yo, FORNEV this is it. FORNEV is watching it, lads. Yes, people, those are all the updates we have so far from the creator of Bleach, the anime producer, director of the Bleach anime, and so on and so forth. Things are sounding very, very good for the Bleach Styles in your Blood War. Genryu Sai versus your Watch. Oh my god, I can't wait. This is gonna be so freaking epic, dog. Nostalgia galore, taking me back to when I was reviewing those chapters.